spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same.
He's going to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
7, Oregon State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oregon State's offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball, because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Beavers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing into wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. jukes his way for more. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Arizona State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Beavers will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes the grab deep. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. Keeps it himself and gets the 1st.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you... quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Looking for room at the 40. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Let's send the tight end in motion. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Might be calling a hot route. Snap in the shotgun. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good game. And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Makes the grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the... State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, Oregon State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to...
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. And they swarm him under.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miranda. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun, the running back has it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35.
And they find the big play wide receiver again. This guy has been featured early, and it looks like it's going to be often. Already over 100 yards, still in the 2nd quarter. He is having himself a day.
Moving away from pressure. Picked off to stop the threat.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. He's looking to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Beavers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone, and that time, he just dropped it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just enough time for one final play of the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first quarter of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On third down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. And the Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Trying to keep the drive alive. Inside the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Give to the single back. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They're going to ride this running back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The inside handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Boone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Makes a move. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is done.
Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're working that left side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Beavers will call on their punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. At the 45, on his way. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.